99X's.
99X.
At
97.9.
Alternative is back in Atlanta.
It's Everything Alternative 99X. So welcome to the House of Kinard. I'm BJ Kinard. House is kind of full right now. 3 peeps in here, so it's going to be hard for me to talk, which is hard for me to do. We're going to go from my left to right. We've got Chaz Ortiz. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
Rob Dyrdek also hanging out in the studio as well.
How you doing?
And we've got Dave Mirra.
Hey.
Tomorrow, Journey's Backyard Barbecue, North Point Mall. Free event. What can we expect at Journey's Backyard Barbecue?
Go ahead, Dave.
You know what? It's a huge stage for action sports. You got motocross, skateboard, BMX. There's obviously some recognizable names there, and it's going to be a good hangout.
Well put.
Come meet and hang out with everybody, and just get a steak or something.
Get a couple autographs. Watch Chaz Ortiz do what young, fresh, professional athletes do, and that's be consistent and strong and excited.
Guess so.
That's it.
All right, for those that don't know,
that's
Chaz is 14 and will be 15 in, 3 days?
Yeah,
Monday?
Yeah.
That's one step closer to that driver's license.
It is.
Do you have a deal with your parents about, dating and things like that?
Nah.
Deal
I
with
deal
a
with
DMV.
Rob, though. When I start driving, he's going to give me his Ferrari.
Yeah?
I'm actually trying to adopt Chaz right now. Because I was like, you can quit school.
Yeah?
You know what I'm saying? You can have access to all my cars. You can live at the fantasy factory. You know what I mean? And we're exploring that option right now.
Why not? Madonna's got 18 kids
That's
now.
what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Wouldn't it be incredible if I happened to have birthed this incredible future skateboard star? You know what I mean? I can only wish, and this cuts out all that.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I got to deal with the first 14 years
of racing.
Yeah, good Lord, man.
Yeah, and you do have some nice cars as well.
You know what? And I would love to share them with my young adopted son, and we're going to change his name to Steve Dyrdek.
Steve Dyrdek? Steve's Ortiz Dyrdek. You guys have had different success, all throughout. Dave with games and video games and then X Games and all that jazz, and then now with the rally car.
Yeah, I'm doing the full rally season this year. Doing 2 Dew Tours, X Games, BMX, and rally. So it's an actual great transition for me to go into cars, and it's kind of cool to be. I'm kind of like the Chaz right now in rally. I've been riding BMX for years and years and years, and I'm kind of like the young kid just getting a bike and rally right now. And it's just cool to explore new options. I was laughing about this actually. Me and Chaz were talking earlier about he's about to turn 15. I'm like, man, I'm 35 right now, and I go, well, that's crazy. Like seriously.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, when I was 15,
like he's 30 though.
I went to Woodward. My first half pipe event ever was when I was 15, and I'm like, man, that's nuts. 20 years ago. And I was talking, I guess I was kind of talking about Pastrana and, and Rob's show here, all the way kind of how the stage in action sports is very, very large, and everybody has time slots in a sense to put your show on. And I said, man, that's crazy. Just how it all changes up. But it's cool sitting back and watching and still being around to see all the new, different the way that trends and the patterns of action sports in a sense. So.
Yeah, it's definitely been a huge evolution. You guys have been around for a good long time. Chaz is, getting into it for the last, how many years now?
It's 7, coming up soon.
Wait, you're going to be 15 on Monday, and you've been doing this since you were 7 years old?
Yep.
Do you realize that you make the rest of us feel really bad? Because when I was your age, I don't even know what I was doing, trying to pass algebra or something.
Yeah, I don't
He's
know.
still doing that though. It's not like he's moved out of his parents and living the life. He's still in school.
Yeah, I am. It sucks, but whatever.
Yeah,
he's being negative because last time he said to me, man, I like school, and I thought
Well,
to
it's
myself,
fun,
of
but
course
I
he
mean-
does. He's like a young, rich, superstar in the 9th grade. I would love that too.
Yeah, so it's got to be easy. I can't imagine you get bullied at school. You are the one that you're the cool guy.
I mean, it's cool because all my friends are there I grew up with, but just being gone and stuff
You should be a politician.
it's hard
You
sometimes.
should have been like, yeah, it's like that.
Put the spin on it. That's nice. Well, I wanted to do something a little bit different because I know that you guys all know each other and whatnot. So I figured since I got the 3 of you in front of me, you should ask each other questions. Could be things that you already know about each other, you want the 99X audience to know, or it could be something that you just plain don't know about that you really are curious about, that you've maybe been afraid.
Chaz, have you ever read Playboy?
Dude, it's not necessary.
This is the stuff that I'm talking about.
Chaz, what was it like your first time?
See, now Mirra took it too far. Mirra just took it too. I'm trying to be innocent. I'm reflecting back on my youthful days when I broke into my dad's Playboy stash.
Why me?
And got caught when I was 15.
I'm not talking with a girl. I'm talking the first time, come on.
What?
There's always that first
now
time.
What? Now what? What? Let's talk about Dave. Go ahead and ask Dave how his first time was, Chad. Go ahead.
Yeah, was it?
Man, I had that issue. It was 1978 Playboy, and I was just, I was in the bathroom alone, and I got, I called it.
Oh, man. I mean, I just opened up a can of worms.
I'm trying to get cornered on this one.
Man.
This is a little too personal.
That's
78.
Man, let's try to get into
Playboy. Just
something
picture-
professional here. Chaz, what's your goal as a professional skateboarder? What would you like to do? What would be the ideal thing for Chaz Ortiz?
Let's see. I'm standing right next to this dude. He's doing it big. That's what I'm trying to do.
So you want to be Rob Dyrdek? But would it be
You
cool
don't
to
want to be
be
Rob
be
You want
Steve's
Rob to be
Dyrdek.
your dad then?
He wants to be Steve's dude. We might have him adopted by the end of the month. But we'll send all his money back to his parents to support them.
You got to split some sort of a profit. All right, I got a question for you. What's your first car going to be?
Rory.
I'm not really
And it's
sure.
a great time to buy used exotics, Chaz, so if you want to buy early, it'd be a good time right
I
now.
don't know. That'd be a nice car, but I'm looking at some Benzes.
Benzes.
I don't know yet, though. It's still got...
You got 2 years.
T Cruiser.
I
with
think
the-
they're doing layaway right now. The way the auto industry is, you can go and start laying away something now, and in a year you get to pull it off the lot.
Yeah. be
Okay,
cool.
when do you get to get your permit? 15 and a half?
Yeah, I'll start when I'm 15.
You know what I'm saying? You want to know what this? You want to know? I'm going to say this right now. Your first car is going to be a Honda Civic. Okay, every skateboarder, every pro that there is, and I'm not kidding. I'm not just saying this. I'm saying from P-Rod to Colin McKay to Guy Mariano to Eric Costin.
Things change.
No, listen to me. Listen to me. Their first car is a Honda Civic. It's a rite of passage. And especially being from the Midwest, you know what I did? I had my Honda Civic, man. I was part of the Civic Nation. I think your first run, despite, I think you need to root yourself first with the Civic and then go buy a Ferrari. What do you think?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think Rob's onto something.
what I'm
I
saying?
think if you get me the Civic, I'll drive it.
I tell you what, I will hunt down the Civic that I used to have that probably has 200,000 or 300,000 miles on it. I will buy that from that person for probably somewhere between $700 and $800, and I will send that to you, and that will be your first car.
I'll be waiting.
Okay.
I think it sounds like a plan. Last question for each one of you guys. We'll start with Dave Mirra. You get to break bread with 3 other people for dinner. Who are you sitting down with? Doesn't matter who they are, alive, dead, fictitious.
3 people?
Yeah.
Is that including me, or is that can we include my wife and 2 daughters? How's
you're
that?
number 4, so you got to sit with 3 people.
I would say my wife and 2 daughters.
They already come along, man. Come on, Dick.
Yeah, they
come
get to
along
sit at
with
the
it?
table.
I can't.
They're
I
part
don't
of
have
their
to-
family.
I don't have to play the family card right now.
No. This is
Just in case she hears it.
Inspires you, Dave.
I think Al Pacino is got
Nice.
got a long history. I think that's great, and I think I would say like a Josh Hamilton, baseball player with I just read his book. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but
You haven't read his book.
he was he basically was a guy
How
from
obscure.
he got into like the gnarliest cocaine, crack, all this stuff.
Plug
Gone
your ears,
away,
Chaz.
gone away.
Right.
Then he came back 4 or 5 years later, and now he's back on top of the game.
I know who you're talking about.
That's very, very inspiring because there's a lot of things you endure, and Rob is obviously, on my playing field age-wise. Chaz will go through a lot of it, choices you make and the people you surround yourself with. Everybody has a story, and I think that's a great story, so it'd be cool to ask questions. And I think that's an inspirational person.
You got one more.
One more. Ponder it. We'll go to Rob.
Okay,
I think
come back
Rob's
to
going
me,
to throw his
please.
out in a second.
Houdini, Michael Jackson, and Jesus.
Good one.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. It's
Jackson.
yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm not going.
I wouldn't recommend Jackson, so you can go.
You know what I'm saying? Because you might end up with a little Jesus juice slipped in your Coke, and next thing you know, it's like, Michael, what are you doing to Chaz?
That's why I said I'm not going.
That's what I'm saying. None of us want that. None of us.
Chaz Ortiz, who are the 3 you're breaking bread with?
Well, I met this dude, but probably Michael Jordan.
That's good.
Robbie D.
Oh, that would be a lot of fun. I can guarantee that.
And then we'll go Dave.
Okay.
Oh, you
look
have to
at-
say,
man,
oh,
you are
come
just-
on.
Yeah,
I mean-
let's pretend they're not in the room, and they're not who they
These
are.
guys,
Give me
man.
2 other people
Chaz,
besides your friends here.
I'm gonna be, I'm gonna hate you if you just don't say my name, man. 30. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, what
a hard
was the
question.
first movie you watched?
I don't remember.
What's your favorite movie?
Street Dreams.
Say it.
Huh?
Even though you can't get in. Rated R.
Dude,
Favorite movie? Well, we're going to take an actor out of that.
it's Bronx Tale.
Bronx Tale?
chest pump.
that's a good
That
one.
works.
There you go.
That'd be a
You
good
did
day.
it, man. You did it.
Fellas, thank you for coming in and hanging out. I appreciate it.
No
Awesome.
doubt.
Thank you.
It's 99X.
All the best.
Peace.